I was saved by God to make America great again. The golden age of America begins right now.
A historic day for the country as Donald Trump is officially sworn in as the 47th president of the United States.
Welcome to the Fox 11 News at 5, simulcast on our sister station Fox 11 Plus. I'm Christine Devine.
I'm Marla Tejas.
And I'm Alex Michelson reporting live from Washington tonight on one of the busiest political days in modern history. President Donald Trump still at it late at this hour at the White House right now, signing executive actions as we speak inside the Oval Office, talking about a lot of different things, just banning DEI programs in the federal government. Let's listen in for a second.
Could be, but, you know, soon, not in a very long way. Ooh, look at that. It says TikTok. My, what is that all about?
First, we have Alaska, sir. This is an executive order relating to unleashing Alaska's potential as an energy reservoir for the entire nation.
And what about ANWR?
I believe that would be included in aspects of the order.
So we're opening up ANWR.
On the TikTok piece, President Trump, you and your members of your team now used to warn about the dangers of TikTok spying on Americans. What changed that you're not worried about that anymore?
Well, it depends on the deal. I mean, I may not do the deal or I may do the deal. TikTok is worthless. Worthless. If I don't approve it, it has to close. I learned that from the people that own it. If I don't do the deal, it's worthless. Worth nothing. If I do the deal, it's worth maybe $1 trillion. $1 trillion. So if I do the deal I'm talking about doing it for the United States. If I do the deal for the United States, then I think we should get half.
The TikTok.
In other words, I think the U.S. should be entitled to get half of TikTok. And congratulations, TikTok has a good partner. And that would be worth, you know, it could be $500 billion or something. It's crazy. The numbers are crazy.
Interesting news there from the president saying that he wants half of TikTok for the United States government, making some news there. This has been a very, very busy day, beginning with that historic inauguration.
So help me God. So help me God. Congratulations, Mr. President.
Donald Trump is back as president.
I, James David Vance, do solemnly swear.
This time with J.D. Vance as his vice president.
The golden age of America begins right now. I was saved by God to make America great again.
With Joe Biden and Kamala Harris sitting in the front row, he slams their leadership.
From this moment on, America's decline is over.
He declares a national emergency at the southern border and a national emergency over energy production.
We will drill, baby, drill.
He vows to reacquire the Panama Canal from Panama.
We're taking it back.
And gets into cultural issues.
It will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
The Trumps escorting the Bidens to their helicopter and waving them goodbye before overturning much of their policies through executive actions. Among the orders, send U.S. troops to the border, ending birthright citizenship for kids of illegal immigrants, and ending the CBP-1 program. Online, it shows it's already shut down. The crowd here going crazy for Donald Trump on the day that he becomes the 47th president of the United States. This parade was initially scheduled for outside. Trump moved it inside due to cold weather outside, and it's heating up here inside. Law enforcement well represented inside the Capital One Center in a pageantry of patriotism. They celebrate families of Israeli hostages.
So now the work begins. We won, but now the work begins. We have to bring them home.
He signs a series of executive orders in front of a grateful crowd.
Could you imagine Biden doing this? I don't think so.
He then throws pens into the crowd like souvenirs. There was just tremendous excitement there, and we continue to watch Trump in the Oval Office. Let's listen in again.
Does Biden ever do news conferences like this? How many news conferences, Peter, has he done like this?
Like this?
None.
0.
and it would be zero for the next infinity. For infinity, it would be zero.
Mr. President, can you please talk to President Musk going to help implement the executive orders? I think you mentioned implementation.
Elon, no. Elon's very busy sending rocket ships up to various places with lots of satellites on them.
What is your reaction to the confirmation of Marco Rubio, and what does it mean for Latin America?
Which one?
He is correct that that is not something that President Biden would regularly do in terms of interacting with the press. Donald Trump seems to enjoy that much more, and we're seeing him getting right back to that. We're hearing from Peter Doocy of Fox News in the Oval Office right now. So he's still got more to do. He's got to go to 3 different inaugural balls. And remember, it's after 8 o'clock at night here in Washington. Got to do his first dance with the First Lady, going to be speaking at several of those balls. So a long day for Donald Trump. And coming up a little bit later here on Fox 11, we're going to be talking about the extraordinary presence of some of the richest men in the world who are all there at the inauguration today. We're talking about Elon Musk speaking at the rally. We'll show you some of what he said, which is getting a lot of attention tonight when we join you again. But now back to you, Marla and Christine, and a busy news night back home.
Yeah, you're talking about those tech giants there today. All right, Alex, we'll see you again soon in this newscast.